Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Welcome back. Sorry I have not posted any videos recently. Been kind of busy and stuff, but I want to get back in the swing of things. I'm going to be doing some upcoming videos on some more how to make certain cocktails mixed with some dipping and stuff. But I had a few people ask me recently about learning how to dip or starting out. So I wanted to do a quick video on that and maybe give some pointers in my own opinion on some good tips on how to start out. Okay, so here it goes. Now, whether you're a smoker or not, you know there's risks involved. You should always know your risks to begin with. So, as far as dipping tobacco, maybe some people may think it's a little safer than cigarettes. Not a safe alternative, as a lot of the labels tell you on the cans. But statistically, things I've watched, videos I've watched, some forums I've read and stuff, it seems to be a safer alternative. You're not really blowing out your lungs, your respiratory system, so on and so forth. If anything, maybe you kind of screwing your gums up a little bit, but you know what? Nowadays, everything you do is bad for you, so everybody's got their little clutch. There's nothing wrong with dipping a little snuff, a little chew, whatever you call it. So let's get started. Now, picking out a good beginning dip. There's so many brands out there, I'm sure you guys are aware of. A lot of people may recommend starting with something mild, starting with a Skoal fruit blend or something, which is cool. Kind of base it on your own preference. I'm not going to sit here and tell you to start on Skoal. I'm not going to sit here and tell you to start on Longhorn. Copenhagen, some guys will say, oh, don't start on Copenhagen, but you know what? Copenhagen is a nice, mild tobacco. It's got a great flavor. If you put something in your mouth that you find disgusting, you're gonna gag on it and you're gonna get turned off to it. So just kind of watch some videos, watch some dip reviews, and just see what people are predominantly dipping, and you'll kind of get an idea of what you like, your preferences. So I am a huge fan of Copenhagen Black. If you know me, if you've watched some of my videos and stuff, so I'm gonna go ahead and be dipping Copenhagen Black. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Now, pick yourself up a can. Now we're dipping dip, okay? Some people call it chew, some people call it chaws, people call it snuff. It's not really snuff. Snuff's like a fine cut tobacco. Chew is basically like long leaf that you'd stick in your cheek and kind of gnaw on. We're just going to stick to your regular dip. Which is this Copenhagen long cut. Again, this is the black that I prefer. So get yourself a can. When you go to the store and buy it, always get in the habit of checking the expiration date at the stores. Depending on where you're buying your dip from, some stuff moves quicker than others. So you don't want to get an expired dip or something dry. You don't want to put a dry dip in your mouth because that just sucks. It's like putting sawdust in your lip. It tastes like shit. You're gonna wind up spitting it out, and it's disgusting. But anyway, this is April 13th. Okay, we got a little bit of time on this. But I've already opened this. I've dipped it. It's still moist. So you get yourself a can, and what you want to do is, a lot of guys will use their thumbnail. You kind of find the seam in the can, and you break the seam. I don't particularly keep my fingernails long because I am a guy, so I'll use a knife and just kind of crease the side around, pop it that way. Don't let anybody give you any shit that you should be opening it with your fingernail. That's bullshit, but whatever. So once you got it open, once you got it cracked, open it up, smell it, get the aroma, get a gist for the aromas, because basically what you're smelling is what you're tasting. And if it smells disgusting, you're probably gonna gag on it. It's gonna be nasty, so you may want to try something different and kind of find your preference. But once you've done that, once you've opened it, you're gonna want to pack it down, get it nice and tight so it sits in your lip nice and tight, doesn't kind of float all over the place. To do that, what you want to do is basic way of packing a tin between your thumb and middle finger, like that, and you're going to use your pointer finger kind of like a like a flipper finger, okay? And it's kind of in the wrist. This is going to take a little practice, but you'll get it. You do it enough times. In the wrist, you're just going to want to flip your wrist down and kind of smack your finger off the lid, and hold it firm. It'll keep the dip settled at the bottom. 2 or 3 times is all you need, and then you'll open it up and you'll notice that it kind of packs nice to one side. If you are dipping a fine cut or a snuff, what's good too is, what I find is better for that would be side packing. Just kind of pinch it between your fingers like that, and you stick your pinky on the bottom, and it's the same idea. You're gonna use your pointer finger as a flipper, and you're just gonna kind of side pack it. Then what I like to do also, if it's fine cut, take the lid, just press it down a little bit, and you get it. It gets real nice and solid in there. Okay. So now you want to grab your pinch. Now you're not used to tobacco intake, nicotine intake, I'm sorry. You're probably going to get a buzz. You're going to feel high, lightheaded. It's going to fuck you up a little bit. Don't take a big pinch. Start with something small. The bigger dip you take, the more nicotine intake, obviously, and it might hit you a little harder. You don't want to get fucked up your first few times and sick and wind up throwing up. So a fair pinch. If you're a smoker, they say if you're a smoker, because you're used to the nicotine, you will not feel it as much. I don't really know how true that is, because I think it's a different kind of intake, being that it's through your gums and into your bloodstream quicker. But anyway, just go ahead and use your thumb and pointer finger and just kind of grab it, kind of like almost like a little shovel, and just kind of pinch the square out. That's a pretty decent pinch. You don't want to start with something too big. And now putting it in your mouth is your preference. Some guys will pull their lip out, put it in. I like to just kind of place it on the tip of my tongue in my mouth, and then use my tongue to go ahead and shift it down into my lip, and then I could kind of move it accordingly. So start it out right in the front, nice and simple. Just 1, 2, 3. And there it is. A little kick to the side. Find a nice. You'll find what you're more comfortable with as you dip. I kind of like to kick it over to this side a little bit, and then let it sit there for a few seconds. Let the saliva build up, get the flavor, and spit. Spit in a bottle, spit in a cup. It's all good. If you're outside, spit on the ground. Mud jugs are great. You get them at mudjug.com. Spitting in Southern Pride mud jug tonight. They're pretty easy to clean. There's no scent or anything, and they don't fall over. They're great. And that's basically it. As far as, again, your preferences on different dips, you will learn that. You will see what you acquire a taste to, what you don't. Again, Copenhagen is nice and mild. Watch some of my dip reviews. There's a bunch of guys with some great videos. They do great dip reviews. They're a lot of fun, and you'll get used to it. It's a good thing. Don't get disenchanted by, getting nauseous, so on and so forth to begin with. It happens. Once it's in your mouth, suck on the tobacco a little bit. Get the flavor going. You don't want to suck on it too much. It'll kind of dry it out a little quicker. Just kind of let it sit there, and it's cool. It's fun. It's nice to chill with, just hang out, mellow out, and that's basically all there is to it. So, comment, any questions below. I'm up to like 97 subscribers, so I just want to thank everybody that has subscribed to my channel and watches my videos. I really appreciate it. And again, like I said, I'm going to throw some new ones up. So I hope you enjoy, and I will see you guys soon. Thanks for watching.